All right, we are live. Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday/Saturday, depending where in the world you are today. Let the chat know that we are live. And welcome, everybody. Welcome to today's surprise live stream. This live stream was not on the schedule for today, but I was about to do some sticker designing to close out my workday, and Jake had the wonderful idea to do a couple hours of live streaming since I was about to do some sticker designing anyways. So you guys can thank Jake for today's surprise stream. And I'm so excited to see everybody. I also, of course, have Luna with me today, and this is the first public live stream with the Luna cam. The Luna live stream GoPro is back. Oh my God, Cassie's here. I am so happy to see you, Cassie. That just made my day seeing your name in the chat. Oh, Cassie, we've missed you so much. I'm so happy to see you. For everybody who is in the chat, don't forget to change from top chat to live chat, which is a setting at the top of the chat window. That way you're not missing out on any of the conversation, and YouTube is not filtering out any of the chat. And let me scroll up to the top of the chat today and start saying hello to people before we get started. Luna is just so cute and sleepy. She has been in her cart all day, even without the live stream happening. She just loves it in here. All right, so who do we have here? We've got Nicola, Vanessa, Sandra, Krista. Hello, Katie from No, I Can't Even. Hello to Karen. It sounds like a lot of people are sick/injured today. Good thoughts going out to all of you. Hope you all, whether you're sick or injured, recover quickly and feel better soon. And I hope that today's surprise stream can keep you company. Hello, Emily. Hello, Sid and Robin. Hello, Melissa. Hello, let's see, trying to see who else I haven't said hi to yet. Hello, Regina, Cameron, Vanessa, Antoinette, Anya, Carrie, Fangirl of Plenty, Cassie. Hello, Kona. Hello, the Positive Vibes Artist from Houston. And welcome everybody else joining on in. Hey, Tara, nice to see you. All right, so we have a little bit of a surprise live stream today. Luna and I are joining you for some sticker designing. So right now, I am currently working on a brand new pirate-themed sticker collection. I have been working on these stickers with my patrons during our Patreon exclusive live streams. Cha-ching, I already hear an order coming in, and I have a feeling this might be a gift card to give away today. I feel like we can't go a single live stream without there being some gift card giveaways. This is when members of our community in the live stream chat purchase gift cards from my sticker shop to give away to others during the live stream. Cassie, actually, who's in the chat, is the person who started this whole gift card giveaway tradition as it's become here in the Planning with Kay live streams. It is just so sweet. And Cassie, I hope that you feel so proud of yourself knowing that your one act of kindness many months ago has led to so many sweet gifts being gifted between members of our live stream community here. It is just so kind and so sweet. And it does look like that we got a gift card sent in by Nicola, who is always so generous with the gift card giveaways. Nicola has purchased a $10 gift card to give away to one of you today. And Nicola also purchased 2 of the die cut stickers from my shop to give away to 2 of you as well. So we will be kicking this live stream off with some giveaways before we get started working on these new sticker designs. I also see Cassie has some great news for all of us that she's successfully come off of all of her pain medication, clean from opiates after being on them for 8+ years for pain and off of your SSRIs too. It was a long road, but you are now clean. I am so proud of you, Cassie. That is no small task. And that is just so incredible. I hope that you're feeling positive effects from all of that. And I'm just so happy, Cassie, to for you to have good news. It's got to be such a relief to feel like things are changing. And oh, man, we just miss you, Cassie. You have no idea how many times during streams people have wondered how you were doing and where you were at. And I appreciated every update that I did get, and just so happy that you're doing well, Cassie. Sid said, I'm 17. Do you have any recommendations for study planners? Maybe some people in the chat can give you recommendations, Sid. I have always used bullet journaling as my planning method when I was in school. So if you do go on my channel, Sid, you can find probably 4 to 5, maybe even like 6 different back to school bullet journal spread style videos that give all sorts of different ideas of bullet journal spreads that have personally helped me in school. But I don't have any recommendations for like specifically study planners. So maybe some people in the chat have recommendations, but all I can recommend, Sid, for myself are uh, the bullet journal spreads that I've used in the past. Okay, so let's go ahead and kick things off with a gift card giveaway. Starting with this gift card, $10 gift card donated by Nicola. Thank you so much, Nicola. So here is what we're going to do. This is going to be a $10 gift card giveaway opened for everybody here watching the live stream. Anybody here is welcome to enter. This is going to be a pick a random number giveaway. So we have about 40 people here right now. So I think what we'll do is we will do a random number between 1 and 100. So when I say ready, set, go, not before then, if you would like to enter this gift card giveaway, all you'll need to do is type in one number into the chat between 1 and 100. It will not be the number 1 and it will not be the number 100. Once everybody's gotten their entry in, I will use a random number generator to pick our winning number. Whoever is the first person to type that number into the chat will be our winner. So if you be mindful that if you choose the same number as somebody else, if you chose that number second or third, etc., then you won't win if that number gets chosen. The first person to type in the number will be the winner. If you end up winning, all you'll need to do is send me an Instagram message. You can, if you don't have an Instagram, then that is not a problem. We will figure out another way for me to get your gift card to you. And I think that's about it. Not yet, Nicola. I haven't used my Amazon gift card yet. I've been saving it for the perfect moment when I really think about what I need, but I haven't used it yet. Okay, so I've got my random number generator pulled up and ready to go. We have about 45 people here, so now is almost the time for the gift card giveaway. This is for a $10 gift card to my sticker shop donated by Nicola in the chat. If you would like to enter, when I say ready, set, go, you will just type in one number into the chat between 1 and 100. And yes, Holly, anyone can enter this particular giveaway. Okay. All right. So if you are going to enter this giveaway, get your number in mind, get your typing fingers ready. Only one number per person. And once you've typed in your guess, quiet in the chat so I can see when everybody has entered. All right. Ready, set, go. Go ahead and type in your number into the chat, one number between 1 and 100. One guess per person, please. Once everybody's gotten their entry in, I will use the random number generator to pick our winner. If you decide that you want to change your number because you noticed somebody before you already guessed it, you are welcome to delete your chat and then type in a new number. We only are going to have one winner for this particular giveaway. So if you would like to make sure that you win, make sure that you are choosing a unique number or that you are the first person to have chosen your number. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. If you have fun with these giveaways, then definitely consider joining in my live streams whenever they do pop up. I also have about 8 live streams a month exclusively over on my Patreon, at least one of which every single month is open to free patrons at the free Patreon tier. But I feel like these live stream giveaways happen almost every single live stream these days. All right, I've got Holly and Shelly as my last entries in the chat. Nicola has been checking and says that it looks like everybody is good with their guesses and chose a unique number. And now is the last chance to get your entry in. It looks like everybody is entered. So let's go ahead and find our winner. So I've got my random number generator. Let's go ahead and generate a winning number and see if anybody has chosen it. Drum roll, please. Our first winning number is 60. Nobody has chosen the number 60. All right, let's find a second number. Number 77. Nope. No 77. Third time's a charm. Number 71. Nope. No 71. Number 44. Come on, surely we must get a winner. And there we go. Our winner is Kim Cunningham. Congratulations, Kim. You are our winner. Let me type your name in the chat here. Kim, if you have an Instagram, all you need to do is send me an Instagram DM at PlanningwithKay. Just send me any message over there and I'll respond to you with your gift card. And just let me know, Kim, if you don't have an Instagram, in which case I will send it to your email instead. I'm just going to wait for confirmation from Kim in the chat that you are here and you know that you have won. And I'm going to save the gift card that Nicola sent me. There you are, Kim. Congratulations. And let me know, Kim, is this your first giveaway that you're winning in a Planning with Kay live stream? I feel like this is maybe the first giveaway that you're winning. But if it is, then I have an additional prize for you. That's what I thought, Kim. First time here. Well, double congratulations then, because Nicola has also purchased 2 of these stationary lover die cut stickers to give away to people who it's their first time winning. Here we go. This sticker right here. Nicola has purchased 2 of these to give away to 2 first-time giveaway winners. So, Kim, after you send me an Instagram message, I'll respond to you with your gift card, and I'll also let you know what to put in the order notes so that you will also receive one of these stationary lover stickers for free as well. And thank you so much, Nicola, for donating the gift card to give away today, as well as donating that extra stationary lover sticker as well. Holly asked, how long is the stream today? I wanted to know. It's a little bit late for me. Today's stream is going to be about 2 hours long. Jordan asked, where we at with orders? You feel like one of yours is probably close to shipping. So right now we are finishing up packing orders from March 2nd through March 11th. So that is the current batch that we're almost finished shipping. Is your order in that? So your order is probably in the next batch, Jordan, because after that, we'll be doing orders placed March 13th through like the 23rd. And that is the batch that your order is in, Jordan, I can see. So yours is it's coming up in not my current batch, but the next batch. So probably shipping towards the beginning of next week. Hey, Hannah, happy to see you here. Hi, Porthos. Happy to see you as well. You're new here. You wanted to say you love my art and hope you can subscribe to one of my Patreon tiers soon. I'm so happy to have you here as a new live stream viewer, Porthos. Thank you so much for the kind words. And I would be so excited if you're able to join one of the Patreon sticker subscription tiers at one point, or any of the Patreon tiers, rather. Okay, Kim, I am still keeping an eye out for an Instagram message from you. I don't see one yet, but just let me know if you have any issues getting a hold of me. At PlanningwithKay is my Instagram. Just send me a message over there and I will respond to you with your gift card and gift card instructions. And Holly, your February order already shipped. You have another order from March 7th that is going to be the next order shipping. And that is in my current batch of orders I'm working on, Holly. Cassie said, Bailey might be weeping because I have deep heat on my arm, but she did miss you guys. We've missed her so much. We've missed you both, Cassie. All right. I'm just seeing if there's any other messages or questions for me to respond to. Oh, Nicola said, can you give Porthos the other free sticker as a first timer here? Oh my goodness, Nicola, that is so sweet of you. And absolutely, I would love to. So, Porthos, congratulations. You have been bestowed a free sticker upon you by our lovely sticker fairy, Nicola, in the chat, who is always bestowing little sticker gifts upon all the other people in our community. So Nicola has purchased one of these stationary lover die cut stickers for you, Porthos. Do you have an Instagram, Porthos? Because if you do, if you want to just Instagram DM me your address, your shipping address, I can get one of these sent out to you as a free gift from Nicola in the chat. That is so sweet, Nicola. Thank you for being our little sticker fairy. Absolutely. If you don't have Instagram, Porthos, then you can go ahead and send me an email. I'm going to type an email into the chat for you. And that is kayla@planningwithkay.com. So, Porthos, if you want to send me an email, make the subject of the email stationary lover sticker or something like that. And then just let me know your shipping address. Send me an email to that email in the chat, kayla@planningwithkay.com. And that will be perfect. Hello, Mama. Welcome in. We have a little surprise live stream today while I'm doing some pirate theme sticker designing. Welcome in. Oh, good, Hannah. Happy to hear you ended up having a great birthday. All right, I'm going to double check if I've gotten an Instagram message from Kim. Yes, I have. Amazing. All right, Kim, here is your gift card. And then put free stationery lover sticker. Giveaway winner in the order notes. And I also found a way to change the order notes section on my website to actually say order notes now. So it should be a little less confusing. Okay. And Holly, I can double check if your email sent out. It should have, but I'll just double check. So your February 22nd order shipped out. And yes, it said that an email was sent to your email, Holly. I can resend that email for you right now. There you go. I resent a copy of that email, Holly, so you can see if it's going to your spam folder or if it's just got deleted or what the deal is. But I resent it for you there. Okay. All right, I think that's all the questions to answer right away. Hello, Tobias. So happy you're here. Welcome in. Yes, Jordan, thank you for the additional reminder. If you're in the chat, don't forget to change over from top chat to live chat so you're not missing any of the conversation. Also, I do have a beverage today and I'm being a little bit naughty and I'm opening up a fresh yerba mate at 4 p.m. just for you guys to celebrate the surprise stream. So cheers, everybody. Oh, yes, that is good. Afternoon yerba. We're getting crazy with it. Let's take one more look at Luna over here because she is so sleepy and so cute. Look at her bundled up in there in her little cart with her little leg and these beans. Look at that little rabbit foot. So cute. Speaking of rabbit foot, in case any of you here don't keep up with my social media or Patreon, I real quick, well, before we get into the sticker designs, want to show you this month's Patreon sticker subscription rewards. If you join my $15 or higher up Patreon tiers anytime this month, anytime throughout April, you will receive the new bunny themed sticker collection. I am so happy with how the sticker collection turned out. These are the stickers that I designed last month with my patrons. So they are now this month's Patreon rewards. And these will be available in my shop next month after they've shipped out to all of my patrons. We've got the Backyard Bunny Monthly Kit. That's a 3-sheet kit with decorative and functional stickers for your monthly journal or planner setups. Then I also have the matching freebie sheet right here. The matching freebie sheet. These 4 sheets are what come with the $15 Patreon rewards. Then at the $25 Patreon level is where you get the Backyard Bunnies decorative sheet and the matching functional add-on sheet. Those 6 sticker sheets are $25 rewards. Then we've got the $30 exclusive Patreon sticker sheet that is included at the $30 level. This is the only sticker sheet that is never released in my shop and is only sent out to that month's patrons. Then we have the sticker sheets for my 2 new Patreon tiers that I introduced last month, the $40 and $50 tier. First, there's the Backyard Bunny Weekly Kit, which is a 2-sheet kit with decorative and functional stickers for your weekly planner and journal spreads. And then we also have a throwback sheet, which is the flowery circles and hearts. These 10 sticker sheets are included with $40 and $50 Patreon rewards. And finally, we have the $50 rewards, which is the brand new die cut and postcard matching the bunny sticker collection. We've got the spread love and happiness wherever you go die cut sticker, and then the You Are Some Bunny special bunny postcard. So those are all of the stickers and postcard included in the new Backyard Bunny sticker collection. This is this month's Patreon rewards. So if you join in April, you will be sent these stickers. The first batch of these is going to be shipping out probably on Monday. So if you join right now or anytime this weekend, your stickers will ship very shortly, just at the beginning of this coming week. So that is the bunny collection. This collection will also be available in my shop next month after they've shipped to patrons. So if you're a patron, you get first access to the new collections. And then the following month, they'll be available in the shop, including that die cut sticker, Nicola. All right. So now that is the bunny stickers out of the way, this is the new sticker collection that I'm currently designing, which is a pirate collection. Quite a change of pace from the bunny theme. This is going to be May's Patreon subscription sticker rewards. So for next month. And so far, we have started working on the main headers on the first sheet of this collection. I finished this treasure chest with my patrons during our live stream yesterday. And then last night, while I was watching TV on the couch, I ended up getting 2 more headers almost fully finished. I still have some more work to do on this pirate hat header, but I'm really excited about how this is turning out. And I'm going to go for about an hour and a half or so today, making some more progress on this pirate theme sticker collection alongside you guys. Okay, before I get into that, you're right, Nicola. Let me go ahead and mark your order as shipped that had those 2 freebie stickers in there. So let me go to your orders. Let me go to this order and mark that shipped. Like that. And then let me also just confirm that I got your email. Porthos. Yep. Okay. And I got your email, so that is all good. I will probably in the next week send that sticker your way. Hey Farley, welcome in. Yes, Cassie, this collection would pair so well with the vintage science. I feel like also the steampunk and the what was the other collection I thought would pair well with this? Vintage science, and lighthouse. That's right. Vintage science, steampunk, and lighthouse. I feel like will all be great pairs with this pirate collection. The other thing that I have already made for this pirate collection as well is a full page treasure map. This is going to be a Patreon printable, accessible under my $1 Patreon tier. But I use this as the base for those header backgrounds. So we also have this full page map created as well. No worries, Holly. I'm really sorry to hear that your F&D episodes have been getting worse, and totally understand if you need to take a little step back from the chat. And I hope that you can, just listen and watch in the background, Holly, and we can keep you company this evening. But no problem at all if you need to take some breaks. Do whatever feels right for you, Holly, as always. Okay, so let's get into this. So right now I am working on this pirate hat down here, and I have some sketches for these headers as well that I've already laid in before I started working on any of the final illustrations. So these are my sketches over here. So you can see that we're going to have 2 ocean scenes, one with a Kraken attacking a pirate ship. This is the treasure chest. This is the compass and magnifying glass. And then for my pirate hat, I want to have a periscope in front of it. So we're going to go ahead and start work on that periscope. Let me bring all of my other layers back here. I'm also going to still clean up this hat a little bit as well. The edges are a little bit wonky here and there, so I'm just using my eraser to clean things up a little bit. Smooth out some of these edges. And let me know what you are up to on this lovely Friday evening / Saturday morning, depending where in the world you are. Since this is a later stream for my Australia, New Zealand folks, I think, it's probably afternoon time right now? Early afternoon, late morning, maybe? All right, let's start to go in with my periscope. It's 6 a.m. Okay, I maybe overestimated a little bit the late morning, early afternoon, Cassie. Australia seems like a pretty wide continent. Is it split into multiple time zones? I feel like I only know Australia time. So is Australia in all one time zone? It must be split into different. Yeah, we've got Christmas Island time, Australian Western time, Australian Central time, and then Norfolk Islands Standard Time. Jenna's catching up on your bullet journal and memory keeping planner. I saw up here Melissa's junk journaling. I've really been wanting to do some kind of more junk journaling type journaling. I've really been wanting to sit down and do that. So you're making me think about that, Melissa. Anya is feeling sorry for herself for not being able to set up May in your journal. Nicola's working on your traveler's notebook. Krista's catching up on her bujo. Lots of journaling. I love it. Friday evenings, Saturday mornings are good journaling time. Okay, let's go ahead and do a new layer here that's going to have my periscope. Okay, so I'm using my HB pencil for a lot of the illustrating in this collection. So I am going to pull my sketch back up here and just draw out the basic shape to start with. Krista said it's morning here in Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii and Australia probably has close to a 24-hour time change. Okay, for this periscope, I'm actually going to use my symmetry tool to make this a little easier. So I'm pulling up my symmetry line, and I'm going to bring that and put it halfway through this periscope. So that way I'll have a nice symmetric periscope without having to try too hard. Okay, so now let's try this again. And now you'll see my symmetry tool getting to work. Makes my job quite a little bit easier. If you enjoy the process today of watching me create these stickers, this is what I'm constantly doing over on my Patreon. Like I mentioned, there are 8 Patreon exclusive live streams every single month. And those live streams are where I do the majority of my sticker designing every month. So my patrons choose my sticker themes each month, and then they also watch me design them and give their ideas and input and all of that into the designs themselves. Okay. I'm going to make this a little skinnier. Shrink it down a little bit. Something like that. Oh my God, Cassie, thank you for sharing that news with everybody because that, like, when you told me that, Cassie, I threw a party in my head for you. I was so happy, Cassie, that finally you're getting the house that you've had to be sharing with your ex for, I mean, how long, Cassie? Like a couple years you've been sharing the house with him? I'm so happy that you're going to be getting it, Cassie. I am so happy that you don't have to figure out somewhere else to live and he can go figure that out. Hey, Nakia, welcome in. And Nakia, I believe your order is in the batch of orders I'm currently working on. Let me see here real quick. Okay, no, Nikia, I see your order is from March 29th. So you're still within that was about 3 weeks ago, Nikia. Orders are on 4-week shipping time. So you can expect your order to ship in the next 1 to 2 weeks. I've just been like a little bit behind on the 4 weeks. So you're still within the shipping window, Nikia. You should get a shipping notification again within about a week or so, maybe a little bit longer than that. All right, let's start going in with some details. I'm going to turn the symmetry tool off now that I've got my shape here. And I'll also go ahead and pull up some references just so I can get some ideas of any little details to add. So I'm going to look up periscope. Oh, is this not called a periscope? Periscope pirate? There we go. It's a monocular. It's not a periscope. Spyglass. Monocular. Okay, but I think spyglass will probably give me the references I want. There we go. Spyglass. Okay, so yeah, let's just start going in with some shading. So I've got a darker shadow color. So I'm going to start going around defining the different components here. Definitely shadow underneath. And then I'm going to have all of these divots at the different spots where it collapses in on itself. Today, Nakia, we are working on my new pirate-themed sticker collection. My new pirate-themed sticker collection, which is going to be next month, May's Patreon sticker subscription rewards after this month's backyard bunny theme. And I'm working on the first sheet of this, the main headers that go in the monthly kit. Hi, Kelly. Thanks for shouting me out in the chat. Oh, here we go. Do I get faster shipping now that we're in the same state? Hell yeah, Kelly. You know it. I mean, that's no joke, for real. If you live in the same state as me, then absolutely your stickers are going to get to you quicker. Kelly said, "Not me." I'm scrolling up now, Kelly, because I was missing your chat. So I see you say, "Not me buying my first Bujo in a few years to make a media journal to come onto YouTube and see Kay live. Stop trying to take my money." Who, me? I don't know what you're talking about, Kelly. I hope you feel better soon, Holly. Sunday will be an earlier stream again, so hopefully it's a little bit easier for you. Happy to see you today, though, Holly. Feel better. Oh, Cassie, and you get to keep Luffy. All good news. I'm so happy to hear that. You deserve all the good news in the world. Okay, let's use black for the lens here to start with. I have not, Tiffany. I've never used Autodesk Sketchbook to create my stickers. I've actually created all of my stickers on the same program you're seeing me use right now. Always on Procreate on my iPad. Actually, I think there is one or two, maybe three sticker sheets that maybe I designed on Illustrator before I got my iPad, which are some of the very first stickers I first created. I can't remember 100%, so I could be wrong, but I think that my simple cacti, shaded cacti, and shaded florals might be stickers that were made on Adobe Illustrator. All right, I'm going to start going in with some highlights using a lighter yellow. I always am imagining that my light source is coming from the right side, typically when I'm designing stickers. So I'll go ahead and put some highlights on the right edge of some of the parts that jut out. Yes, thank you, Nicola. Actually, my phone is not charged. You called me out there, Nicola, but I don't really need my phone to be charged. My phone's at 3%, but my laptop is plugged in and my iPad is plugged in. So we shouldn't have any dead computer happening today. Okay, I'm now putting in some more shading. So this is typically how I render out an illustration. I start with the basic shape, and then I keep going back and forth with shadows and highlights, darker colors and lighter colors. And each of these layers of darker and then lighter, darker and then lighter is what starts to bring the illustration to life, starts to make it look a little bit more realistic, a little bit more detailed. And I'll just keep doing that until it looks finished. So I'll keep getting lighter and darker. So I've got a dark brown in there. I've got this golden shadow color. I've been using black in my illustrations for this theme too, to bring in that kind of dark, grungy look. So now I'll go ahead and bring in my black. I've been using black almost as an outline all the way around, but more so focused on the darkest, most shaded parts of the illustration. So again, kind of the far left parts. So I'm going to start by going in with a little bit of black to define all these different shapes here. Oh, let's give Luna some belly rubs from Cassie because we're so happy to have Cassie back today. Here's her belly. Look at this floopy cat. There's some belly rubs. These are from Cassie, Luna. Look at this leg. Look at those beans. She's purring, purring. Oh, oh, flipping over even more. Yes, she does snore. She's a snorer for sure. And she's very soft, by the way, in case you guys ever wondered. Luna is very, very soft. Oh, look at her. Oh, he's reaching out to you guys. Little bean massage. All right. I know. She's so unbothered. She's so sleepy. Put her back over here. She's so cute. In case you were wondering if Luna's still cute, she absolutely is. Just keeps getting cuter. Luna is, I feel like, the first pet I've ever had that I genuinely feel like she just keeps getting cuter. I always grew up with dogs, and I loved my dogs, but they were undoubtedly always cutest when they were puppies. And there was always kind of a feeling of like, oh, I wish you were a puppy again. You were so cute when you were a puppy. But with Luna, I feel like she's still just as cute as when she was a little tiny kitten. I'm still obsessed with her. All right, I'm going to use my liquify tool to just nudge a few things here and there, fine tune this drawing, the magic of digital art. Gotta love it. I can kind of just wiggle things around a little bit. Bye, Cassie. So happy to see you today. All right, we got the base down for this periscope. Let's figure out its exact location, and then we'll put in our final shading. I feel like just having it down here at the bottom, overlapping with my hat just a little bit. Maybe something like that. So now I'm going to put a layer above that. I'm going to set that layer to multiply. This is going to make it a shading layer. And then I'm going to grab this Signet brush, which is a textured brush I've really been loving recently. And I'm going to use this to put in some more dramatic textured shading. This kind of makes everything also look a little less clean and perfect. Since this is a pirate world that we're in, hypothetically, everything would probably be a little bit dirty, a little grimy. So I've been going in with this brush to put a little bit of texture and shading on everything to make it a little less pristine. Like that. I'm also going to see about grabbing this dark blue here and bringing that into the lens part. I feel like this would look cool with some dark blue. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of a more dramatic black shadow along the bottom now. I feel like the black outline is looking a little bit smaller and weaker than some of my other illustrations. So I'm just going to see about giving this a little bit of a thicker black line, especially along the bottom where it'd have the darker shadows. Where do you think you're going, Luna? Where are you going? You on the floor? Look at her. Now that I have my moving Luna cam, I can actually show you guys where she is when she moves around. I can put you all the way over here. At least I think I can. Yes. So I can show people Luna. when you're laying on the floor. Like a little nugget right down here. Boop, 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 boop. I think it's extra funny for some reason when Luna lays on the floor. Okay, okay, okay. Put in a little bit more shading there. Maybe a little bit at the bottom as well. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. So I'm trying to think about the other header. I had a vertical header that I had planned for this, and this is my brilliant sketch of this, but I think I had imagined doing a parrot on top of a skull and crossbones, maybe with the parrot wearing a little pirate hat. I had seen also a suggestion of maybe doing Luna with a pirate hat or something like that on this header. And I like both of those ideas. I think I'm leaning more towards the parrot and maybe not necessarily having a pirate Luna in this collection, although you guys might scream at me if I do that. Just because I did include a little Luna in the bunny collection. I like to have kind of like breaks from having Luna explicitly in every sticker collection in case not everybody out there is as obsessed with black cats as I am. And that's true. The Pirate Luna could be on the Patreon sheet because this is the Luna from our bunny collection. She's so cute. But the reason I was going into that and thinking is because I could have a parrot here if I wanted to put more into this header. But I think I'll still leave the parrot for the other sheet. And I could always have the parrot sitting on Luna's head with a pirate hat. So I'm not going to say yet for sure that we won't have a Luna, a pirate Luna coming into this collection. Maybe we still will, but I'm definitely going to have a parrot in that vertical header. So I think that looks pretty good. Let me maybe make that just a little bit bigger. Like that. Then let me do a shadow layer behind. Bless me. Just so I can put a little bit of a shadow on my hat behind the spyglass. Like that. I'm also going to do a slightly more dramatic shadow underneath, like that. All right, and now I'm going to go to the shadow layer that's behind all of my items that has these brown splatters on it. And I'm going to grab that same color, which is like this color up here. Oh, actually, this color. All right, and I'm just going to add a little bit more of this brown splatter coming out from behind my spyglass. It gives a nice little splash of contrast. I might actually just grab this splatter and just extend it to the left a little bit. Something like that. Okay. There we go. Oh, Kelly, thank you for the super chat. That is so kind of you. Thank you, Kelly. Always appreciate any super chat donations that come in during streams. Kelly said, "Thanks for brightening my day. Gotta head out. Thanks for being awesome, people." Thanks for being here, Kelly. It was such a pleasure seeing you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right. What do we guys think? What do we guys think? What do you guys think about this header? Part of me feels like the hat is looking a little messy, but I think I like it. I think I'm liking the slightly like looser art style of some of these items here. I went really, really detailed with the treasure chest, which I love. I think this ended up looking great. But I do think I like the slightly, again, kind of like quote unquote messier style happening here. But I'm curious what you guys are feeling. Do you feel like this is looking complete? Do you feel like there's anything missing? And while you're answering that question, I'm going to fill in some parts of this feather that I see were left a little blank. Guardtunes likes it a lot. Nicholas said a pirate had a parrot that wouldn't stop swearing. He tried everything. Finally, one day, when the parrot started swearing, he threw it into the freezer and left it there for over an hour. Finally, the pirate retrieved his parrot from the freezer. The parrot came out, shaken, and said, "I promise I'll be good from now on, but I have just one question. What did the turkey do?" I get it because he saw the turkey frozen in the freezer. I love it. All right, and Holly has tagged me in something. Oh, yes, I saw your April recap reel and sticker collage, Holly. Loved it. Okay. So, to finish this off, I am going to I need to put glow behind my periscope, or I keep calling it a freaking periscope, behind my spyglass. And I need to put in these little sparkles that I'm putting into everything. So let me merge some things together. I also am noticing a slight thing that I want to adjust here. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, so now I'm going to do the glow. I'm going to get rid of the glow behind my hat for now, so I can just do it all as one. All right, I'm going to take my, I'm actually going to keep these two things separate. So I'm going to duplicate my spyglass layer. Nope, okay. And then I'm also going to duplicate my pirate hat, the entire thing. I'm going to grab both of those layers and merge them together. And now I'm going to bring that all the way down here. And I'm going to fill that entire layer with a nice orange. I'm now going to blur that layer outward after setting it to add. This is going to make it a really glowy, bright layer. Blur it out, and there we go. This starts to create our glow that we're having around all of our items. A nice orangey glow. I'm going to duplicate that layer a second time. Now I'm going to decrease the saturation a little bit. I think that looks maybe not quite that much. Decrease a little bit, brighten it up a little bit. Merge that down with the rest of my glow layer. Nicola, you're a menace. You're a baby shark menace. Also, Luna's still just a loaf on the floor over here. Look at her. Pinch her butt. Pinch, pinch. All right, we got the glow. Let's go ahead and add our glimmer, our sparkle, which is up on this layer. For my sparkle, I'm also doing like an orangey color. So just start sprinkling some of these magical sparkles around here. I'm going to choose a little bit of a lighter yellowy orange. Something like that. Then I'm going to use this flare brush, which puts a nice bright shine on some of the brighter metal bits. Like that, and then maybe I'll do another one over here. Or maybe actually like here. Okay. It looks like I had put more shadows on these headers up here compared to this one down here. So I think I need to go ahead and add those, although I'm trying to think like if I like having all of that shadow or if I want to split the difference a little bit. Shadow adds to the dark, grungy look, but makes the background a little darker. Something sometimes nice about it being lighter, but I think I like all of that shadow and texture. I feel like for this collection, it probably makes more sense for things to be a little dirtier looking. So I'm using my texture brush again. Let me change this to normal as the blend mode so I can find my color. This is the color I want. I'm going to use that to put in a little bit more shadows. Oh, I love that so much, Sarah. Sarah just sent me a picture of a spread she's working on. Oops. You colored in something you found on Pinterest. I see it being paired with my coral reef weekly headers. I love that. Love that so much, Sarah. That's gorgeous. I feel like you could add more shadow. I know you said maybe it needs more shadow. I feel like you could leave it as is. You could add more shadows to it if you want, but that looks stunning. I love that so much. Thank you for sharing, Sarah. Oh, Emily, that's so cute. Hi, Sora Slayer. Welcome in. So happy to see you. Okay. So this is looking almost all done. Almost. Do these headers look, do they all look like they're the same color? Something about this one, like, I don't know, almost looks like a different tint to this, but I think it's just the difference in the shadows and whatnot, as long as everything looks cohesive to you guys. But I feel like we're pretty much done with these 3 headers, which is exciting because it means we get to go to the other 2, which are gonna be totally different. They're gonna be like ocean scenes. And I'm really excited, especially for the one with the Kraken that's going to be attacking a pirate ship. So I'm really excited to start working on that design. But I think this looks good. All done. So before I start working on the other headers, while I still have everything separated onto its different layers, I want to grab these stickers these elements I've already designed. I want to copy them and I want to bring them over to a decorative sheet. So that way, again, I have them saved before I maybe accidentally or not so accidentally start merging layers together as I continue with these designs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new file, bring that down here, and I'm just going to paste those decorative elements over here so that they are preserved and saved. I really love this treasure chest, and I feel like it deserves to be its own big sticker. So to remind myself about that, I'm going to leave that right there. I have one full little gold doubloon, like a handmade cat coin. Has a little like cat head shape on it. So I'm going to save that. I also have this little diamond jewel I made, so I will save that. We'll get rid of these two little partial pieces. Use my little pencil eraser brush to get rid of the little bits in between. To bridge the gap here, I'm going to scoot this actually going to change the whole direction of this chain by putting this right here. Okay, just so we can have this saved as well. I think I'll get rid of the magnifying glass, although that would be a really cool decorative sticker to have on top of the map printable. So maybe I won't get rid of it too quickly. I would obviously need to draw the rest of the handle, but I'll leave it there for now. And then for the hat and the spyglass, I actually want to copy those separately. Because I did keep them separate. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. And then I'll also come back and copy the hat. Place that down there. Let's grab the hat. And then that should be everything for now. Maybe for this, I will get rid of the chain. Or maybe I'll just get rid of most of the chain. Okay, there we go. Now let's bring this down here. All right, so there we go. We've got some decorative elements now coming together on this decorative sheet. It's often what I do in my sticker collections is the things that I put a lot of work into designing on that first sheet. I'm often going to bring over to the decorative sheet as well, so we can get some nice big stickers showcasing those beautiful illustrations. All right, let's go back to the headers and let's start working on this Kraken pirate ship scene. So again, I've got like a rough sketch of this, which is right up here. So this is the vibe that we're going for. So let's start with the background. Now I have some decisions to make. Do I make these two ocean scenes have a ripped paper edge background just like these ones? I sort of feel like maybe yes. Not having it be the parchment color, obviously, but maybe still having the ripped texture along the outside. Um, Ooh, Jordan said my stylish friend told me she got Stevie Nicks tickets, and I am so jealous. That is so that is such a good that's such a good show to go see. I'm jealous too, Jordan. I would love to see Stevie Nicks. And Amberly, you got us with the "Who is Steve Nicks" comment. You knew what you were doing. Okay, so I'm gonna see what this first looks like with a ripped paper texture as the outline, and we'll see if we like that, and if not, then I'll instead try you guys suggested maybe like a wavy paper outline. I'm gonna see what it looks like with this same kind of ripped texture that I've got up here. So for this, I'm going to get rid of all of my upper layers, and I'm just going to get the paper, the edge paper, ripped paper from this layer. I'm going to bring that over here. And I'm going to paste that in. Now, so we can already kind of start to ignore the color of it. I'm going to change this to a deep, dark, desaturated blue, but with the same kind of paper texture on top. Because I think this might look really cool. Kind of almost like Antoinette just said about thinking of these next scenes as like paintings. So if I still give them this kind of canvas texture in the background, that might end up working really nicely. But we will see. Okay, so I'm going to use this to create my background. Let me use my liquify tool first to adjust some of these rips and make them a little bit smaller. that. All right, now I'm going to grab the bottom of this and cut it to a new layer. And then I'm going to get rid of all of this. I'm going to grab that second layer and drag that up to make the bottom edge of this header. I need to bring this treasure chest and crown ideally down a little bit so I can make this header the size I want it. Let me go to my treasure chest layers. Let me try grabbing all of this. Let's see about altering the size of that just slightly so that I can have this header be a little bigger. I think something like that works, except that that's just that I got rid of my spyglass. There we go. That looks good. I'm then also going to just make this dark splatter behind it a little smaller, like that. Oh, and Antoinette, you meant putting them in frames. That's an interesting idea. I don't think I would want a frame to take up like my available real estate on the header. I think that's my only hesitation about doing any sort of frame. It's more that I feel like I don't really want to take space up with a frame. I'd rather have the full space for the illustration I'm going to be doing because I already know it's going to be pretty detailed. So I think I'll like having the extra space. Sarah said, which format of the digital file should I use if I want one of the backgrounds for a timetable, PDF or PNG? It sounds like, Sarah, what you're doing is something you would want to use the PNG for. I'm a little not entirely sure what you mean by background for a timetable, but the PDF is mostly just for printing. And if you're doing anything other than printing, typically the PNG file is what you're going to use, which is just like an image file. Okay. So I'm using just my eraser to blend these backgrounds together to create our full background for this header. Just really worrying about the outside shape. The inside doesn't really matter quite so much. Once I have the outside shape, I can then, and let me actually do this over here. Let me grab this full background without the ripped edges now. And now I'm going to overlay that on top of this and redo the blue color change. Clipping mask. Let's get the darker edges along the outside. Let's bring the blue back. Then I'm going to start putting my own custom texture on top. Don't worry, I plan on getting the same exact blue. I don't want it to be patchworked between all the different backgrounds. It just creates some funky repeating patterns in here. So I'm still planning on doing the same blue. Just going to put in my own texture on there. Okay. So I guess let me see now which one I prefer, my new one or my old one. I'll just keep the original actually. I like the texture on there, and I'm going to be illustrating on top of it anyways, so we're not going to have this as the full background, but let's just start with this as our base. Let me also see how big these are compared to these. A bit taller. Oh yeah, let me make it a little smaller. Let me line it up with this one. And then go ahead and make it the same size and then move it back up here. Okay. Now it's ready. Oh, actually, let me give it a little black shadow as well. Duplicate, fill the bottom one in black. Like that. Move it just slightly down and to the left. And put a little bit of a blur on it. Maybe a little bit more of a blur. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I am just going to duplicate that same move this up here. I'm just going to duplicate that for my 5th header while I have it sitting there. So the shadow, and then also copy this again. Bring that down here. Like that. Where are you going, Luna? Okay, so now we've got our other header shapes on here. I love how those look. I'm noticing some funky background shapes and shadows happening, so I think there's some things I don't want here. Yep, that, and same thing on this layer. Okay. Now we can start with our illustration. I'm going to start with my water. So I'm going to have ocean water along the bottom of both of these headers, and I want for those ocean lines to line up. So I'm just going to go ahead and start there. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to do a new layer above the background set to a clipping mask. Let me also look up stormy ocean, just in case I need any help with references. And let me start with a dark color. Let me start dark and go from there. I do have some blues in these headers already, like this dark blue here. So maybe I'll start with that one. And I'm thinking of maybe using my Signet brush for this because it's going to look like splashing water kind of right away, just because of the texture. And I am having this be kind of a rough ocean scene because it's got a whole Kraken attack happening. So might be nice to use that texture. I'll start with that. So again, want to start with a nice dark color, and then we'll put light highlights on top. The other thing I could do is go with a really defined wave style instead of this soft edge. I could have it instead be like a little bit more graphic. By graphic, I just kind of mean like looking more like art or like a cartoony a little bit and have more of like a hard line. I feel like both look good, honestly. I'm gonna have like white spray coming up, so maybe as the base, should I do it more like that? I kind of like that defined, some of the more defined waves like that to start with. So let's start there. I'm going to create multiple layers of waves. And this is just the base, kind of the base layer here. Yes, Luna. I'm going to use my ink bleed brush. What I'm going to do is, again, to give myself multiple layers of waves, I'm going to make this lighter just to start. Don't worry, it's not going to stay that light and saturated. But I just want to do that to start so that I can go in with some darker background waves. And again, just trust the process. As always, it's not going to look so clean once I go in with all of my splashiness. Luna, do you need to be released from your prison? Let me release her. Release her from her prison. Go ahead. Okay, working up in layers here. Really excited to see how you guys end up pairing this with the Lighthouse collection. Just kind of playing around with the style here to see if I like this base. I like this idea of layers of waves. I feel like this would also go good with the Under the Sea collection. So just starting to get some base shapes in down here, some layers of waves, just simple shapes to start. And then we'll put more texture on there as the next steps. All right, before I start going in with more water texture, it's time to put in the shapes for our Kraken and our boat. Because then all of our waves and texture is going to be based around these characters. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this whole sketch background so I have some more layers I can work with. And I'm going to have these creatures popping up after our first layer of water. So I'm going to start by putting in some base colors. I definitely have been imagining the Kraken being red. So I'm just going to start going in with the base shape. And I am going to use my studio brush just to start off with the first shape here. Okay. I'm kind of basing this Kraken character off of my Ollie the Octopus character from the Steampunk collection. He kind of has a similar vibe. So I'm going to start putting Okay, we'll figure out his other legs after we get a shape in for our boat. So for this boat, I am using my symmetry tool. Make this a little bit easier. So I'm going to bring my vertical symmetry line over here to the center of my boat. All right, and let's just start with a brown. Start with a brown. Let's start with a lighter brown so we can see it nicely. And I am just going to start going in again with some base shapes, nothing too crazy. Just so we can have an idea of where the ship is gonna be sitting in here. So same thing, I'm just gonna use my studio pen for now to start to rough this boat in. Just simple shapes to start with. All my wood. All right, and now I'm going to go in with more of a white color for the start of my sails. And I will also go in with a little bit of black for all of my lines. Doing some of these on a layer below everything. And then I'll do some above. But let's get rid of my sketch so I can see if I have a shape. Yes, perfect. I just want a shape that's good enough to start to get these two things to interact together, and then we can go in with detail at the end. Okay, so now I can basically start to put in the rest of my Kraken's legs. And my Kraken is definitely, just going to kind of be a giant octopus. I see Antoinette has sent me some Kraken inspo on Pinterest. Let me look at these to see if there's any things that will influence my design. Oh, gorgeous. Yep. Perfect. That is exactly what I'm going for, Antoinette. Exactly what I'm going for. And the only difference is just I'm going to take some liberties with kind of like the location of the eyes on the face. But especially this tentacle reference there, that is perfect. Okay. So let's grab our darker red. We're going to use this to put in legs that are behind the foreground legs. I'm going to do a new layer in between here. Okay, so I want one leg to come all the way over here. So let's start doing that. Like that. Then I'm going to have one behind that. So I need yet another layer. I want this one to come all the way up here, very threateningly. Maybe this one comes out from like here, or I could have it come all the way from back here. Let's see, maybe something like this. I'm going to change the shape of his head a little bit, kind of based on these references that I've been sent. But also, now that his legs are so big, I feel like his head's got to come up a little bit more. And again, kind of going off of these, imagining if maybe his head kind of swings backward a little bit more and then has a little spot for his eyes. So maybe something kind of like that. Now let's have some more legs coming up behind. See about maybe having some legs that loop-de-loop a little bit. Maybe loop-de-looping doesn't make as much sense. They do almost more like back and forth. That's perfect. I'll maybe have that swing from over here. All right, let's do, how many legs do I have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do 4 more. Let's definitely have one, maybe more like this. I'm thinking over here is kind of going to be the spot where there's room for a header. So I'm trying to mindfully leave that open. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So I think there's only one leg left unaccounted for, which I could assume is underneath somewhere, maintaining his balance. Or I could have it back here somewhere. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of it being underneath because I like the composition that's happening right here. Let me get rid of my sketch and symmetry line so we can really see what this is looking like composition-wise. I feel like that is gonna look really nice. And by the way, we're gonna be going for about 8 more minutes. Okay. Love that. I think I'll start going in with some detail on my ship here. So I'm going to keep the symmetry tool on for now, just to start putting in some structural components on the ship. And I'm going to use my HB pencil for this. So just kind of starting to go in with some details using this darker brown as a way to start putting in some shading and define some bits and pieces. Just kind of doing like a vague illustration of a mermaid bust that would be at the front of the ship, carved in wood. So it doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to convey that general idea. You know, we can consider it being that maybe this ship was resting. It was actually stopping for the evening, taking a little rest with the sails down when it was caught by surprise by this Kraken at sea. Because I just like the silhouette of the sails being tucked up a little bit more. Oh, and Anya said actually, not if it was in a storm. It would have the sails up if there was a storm happening. So we'll say that. But you know me, I very often err on the side of not really caring about the realism and caring more about the design, composition, and whatever reference I was looking at the time. But definitely, I made the conscious effort when drawing this boat to like not overthink it too much, not worry about it being too realistic, just because I knew I wasn't really going to be able to achieve realism even if I tried. So when that's the case, I like to just kind of, it's like boats in a Kayla world where it might not be totally realistic, but we'll let it slide. Yeah, I just watched Pirates of the Caribbean the other day since I was working on this collection. It just felt right. All right, let's turn off my symmetry tool there now and start going in with some more highlights. So I'm going to choose a lighter brown now. And I'm going to start to focus this lighter brown in on the right side. And actually, it's really more of an orangey color. So I'm going to have this be a highlight. Again, focused on the left or the right side of the ship. Because I'm imagining that my light source is coming from this direction. And now the opposite, I'm going to grab a darker brown and start going in with some more intense shadows on the far left side of the ship, as well as anywhere else where I feel like there would be some darker shadows. So like behind this mermaid figurine on the front, this whole side would have many more dark shadows. I think I hear Luna trying to get in here. Are you trying to get in here, Luna? And I should be finishing now. It's 6 o'clock, which is just about dinner time here, which is when I was going to end. I'll just put in a few last little details before we call it a day. This was a really nice little spontaneous public live stream today. I'm so glad that some of you were able to join in, especially those of you who aren't patrons and haven't been able to keep up with this collection during the Patreon live streams. I am live streaming this coming week on, I think, maybe Tuesday and Thursday, working on this sticker collection. So if you want to continue seeing the progress, consider joining my Patreon. If you join the $10 tier, that gets you access to 7 live streams a month. The $5 tier gets 4 live streams, and the $3 tier gets at least 2 live streams. I typically open up one of those to the free tier every single month as well. And I also have a public live stream this Sunday. So that's going to be another bullet journal weekly spread live stream, just like we had last Sunday. So if you guys are free on Sunday, I'm going to be starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's when I will be doing some bullet journaling live right here on my YouTube channel. And that will be a public stream open for everybody to join. You can journal along with me, relax with me, hang out. Now I definitely hear Luna screaming to come in here. Luna, are you screaming out there? Are you all alone? Nobody's even hanging out with you? I'll grab Luna before I go so you guys can say bye to Luna as well. Okay, this boat came together a lot easier than I honestly was anticipating. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit more of a task, but the treasure chest was definitely harder to create than this boat. This boat was actually really pretty easy. All right, Luna, almost. I'm just taking some black and putting in some nice dark black lines, especially again along the far left side. I can hear Luna losing her shit out there. She hears me saying her name, but not letting her in here. Luna, is that just so mean of me to do to you? Can you not believe how rude I'm being? I'm sorry, Luna. It's just hard to stop. Oh, and up here is also where I wanted to have a little pirate flag waving as well. I think to do that, I need to grab this whole section and make it taller. I need a little bit more of something to attach my flag to. I think we'll do something like this. Awesome. I love that. I also am going to have this boat shooting a cannonball at the Kraken's eyeball. So you can kind of imagine right here, I'm going to have a little cannonball spout shooting a cannonball that's going to hit the Kraken right there. But for now, guys, I think that is it for today. We made some great progress during this little more than 2 hour live stream. We finished the pirate hat and spyglass scene down at the bottom here. We started working on our 2 ocean scene headers, and we've gotten a good amount of the way done with our Kraken ship attack. Yeah, making great progress here. I'm excited to continue working on this with you guys. And our next live stream is going to be this Sunday. So, in 2 days, I will see you guys for a 4 to 5 hour bullet journaling live stream. It is going to be a blast. During our last bullet journal stream, I set up a bunch of weekly spreads for these last couple weeks. I actually have this weekly spread is one of the ones that we set up with a mix of different themes. This is the weekly I've been using this week. You can see it's all nicely used. Here is today's list. And then I have next week set up already here. So this is what we created during the last stream. So this Sunday, I'm going to be creating a weekly spread for the last week of April. And I may also get up to some other things in my journal as well. We'll see how long it takes me to create my weekly spread. But that is the plan for Sunday. And with that, guys, that is it for today. Once again, one more reminder that this month's Patreon sticker subscription rewards are the Backyard Bunny theme. So if you join my Patreon this month, you will receive the Backyard Bunny sticker collection. And if you like the look of the pirate collection that we worked on today, this is going to be next month's Patreon subscription rewards. And we will continue working on these designs during all of our Patreon exclusive live streams throughout the rest of this month. Let me grab Luna to say goodbye to you guys before I leave because she's still screaming. Come on. Come on. Get over here. Get over here. This is what you get. This is what you get for screaming out there like you're dying. Oh, here we go. We got some goodbye purrs. She just wanted attention, you guys. And yes, Turtlebird rocks. I do ship to Canada. Oh. Oh, sweetheart. You're very sweet. You an angel. An angel full of so many purrs. Oh. Absolute darling. Absolute darling. And here's the other Luna Cam angle. Oh, sweetie. Why are you such a baby? Full of so many purrs. I just love this new Luna angle too much. It's so cute. Oh, okay. You're done. Okay. All right. That is it for Luna and I. Thank you guys for joining today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And we will see you guys on Sunday. Luna. Bye, everybody.